Are you actually committed? And the question is also, what does it even mean to be committed, to be all in? Because a lot of people, they talk a big game. When they're talking about their dreams and their goals and their visions, they get hyped up, they get excited. I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to change the world, I'm going to create a successful business, whatever the dream is. And of course, this energy is important. You want to feel this inspiration when you're talking about your dreams and thinking about it. But are you committed? Because feeling inspired is different than being committed. Because people will say, well, I'm ready to face my fears and move past it. I want to meet my edge. I want to be challenged. But what if you're actually challenged? What if you start working on your goals and you actually meet your fears? You come face to face with your fears. Are you still committed? Are you still following through on your word? Because this is where we get to see what you're made of. This is where we get to see if you are actually committed. Because most people, when they say they're committed to what's easy, to what's comfortable, to fast results. If they can stay in their little comfort bubble and stay operating in all that they know, that's when they are committed. But the moment they need to step out of it, the moment they are faced with a fear, the moment they feel overwhelmed, they lack clarity, I don't know what to do, I don't see the results. Most people are only committed when they see the results. But what if you don't see results for 6 months straight? Are you still committed? Because I believe a real commitment is not doing what's easy, it's not doing what's comfortable. A deep, radical commitment is doing whatever is required to get the thing that you want. It doesn't matter what the results are. As a coach, I talk to a lot of coaches or starting coaches that want to build their coaching practice. So when I'm exploring like how they can build their practice, they get excited like, yeah, I'm willing to do whatever is required. I'm like, okay, look at your list of contacts in your phone. Look at all the people that you know on Instagram, all the people that you know on Facebook. You're going to send every single person a message that you started your coaching business. And you're going to make an invitation to connect with them, to invite them into a coaching experience or whatever it is. No, I can't do that. No, that's weird. Now, what will they think of me? I haven't talked to them in such a long time. And all the stories and all the questions starts coming up. I'm like, okay, this is the area that we need to be in. Most coaches, 90% of the coaches, they run away and hide. I never hear from them again. They're too afraid to take the uncomfortable actions. So how can you ever be a coach if you're not willing to do the uncomfortable actions yourself? How can you expect a client to move past their fears if you are not willing to do it yourself? And they will tell and say things like, I'm going to create content and the right people will come to me. I will attract the right people. This is the energy that I want to be creating from. I don't want to be connecting with people like this, but they're just afraid to send a message to someone that they know. So how committed are you really? Are you willing to do whatever is required, or are you only doing what's easy? This is a real difference when it comes to commitment. And when do you lose your commitment? This is also a fascinating one for me, because when things are easy, it's easy to be committed. But when you are tired and you don't want to go to the gym, are you still committed to going to the gym? When you are posting content and nothing is gaining traction for months after month after month after month, nothing is gaining traction, are you still committed to the thing? This is where we really get to see what you're made of. And this is the key to commitment. I believe there is no other option than moving forward. What does it really feel like if you feel that essence of, I'm going to do whatever is required. I don't care how long it takes. People will tell me I'm crazy. I noticed this with my hand balancing journey, with my one-arm handstand, because I've been training for the one-arm handstand. I was making progress, and all of a sudden I was hitting a plateau after plateau, and I was pushing. I got injured on my wrist. I got injured on my elbow. I got injured on my shoulder. And I was just hitting a wall after wall after wall for at least 1.5 years. I was not making any progress. And people were saying things like, maybe this is a sign of the universe that you shouldn't be doing this, that you shouldn't be going into this direction. Maybe this hand balancing is not for you. Maybe you should go into a different direction. And with the lack of results, I started to question things as well. Well, maybe, because things are not working out. But what does it mean to be committed? So I started to hire a trainer, a coach that is a master in hand balancing, and he was going to support me on my journey. I was able to break through my plateau. I wasn't getting injured as much because right now I was learning the hand balancing with the right technique. So how committed are you? Are you willing to find a way no matter what, even though you can't see the way yet, even though you get setback after setback after setback? Are you still committed? And this is where when you are committed, you have to make an internal decision as in, I am not going to stop. I am not going to stop. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter what kind of, the lack of results I see. I am not going to stop. You need to make that internal commitment. So this is where, and this is, you can't imagine this. That's the thing when it comes to commitment. You can't imagine and say these things. It's not, the worst is a starting point. It's beautiful. But that's why with any container that I create, with group coaching, with one-on-one coaching, people must experience pressure. It is a necessity. I want you to get overwhelmed. I want you to be challenged. I want you to be scared shitless. This is the goal, because now we get to see how strong your commitment is. Now you get to become competent in showing your commitment, in what it feels like to be commitment. You can say these things, but actually training it, actually experiencing it, is a whole different ballgame. Because I want you to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I want you to be very comfortable in facing your fears consistently, because this is also a skill that you can learn. You can learn the skill of meeting your edge and moving past it. This is the foundation of all change, of massive transformation. When I look at my clients, the ones that are making insane amount of transformation are the ones that are looking for their fears. They're looking for the resistance. They face it and they move past it over and over and over again. The ones that are not making as fast as progress as they could make, they're the ones that start questioning and hesitating. Their commitment is not strong. When you are committed, you meet your edge, you move past it. And the more you do this, the more competent you become in facing your fears and moving past it. This is the skill you want to develop when it comes to commitment. And different ways of thinking about commitment. One that I heard as well is, what does it feel like to climb without a rope? If you climb a high mountain, like you can climb with a rope, like there is a safety so you can look around. It's easy to be committed like that. It's easy to make mistakes like that. But if you are climbing without a rope, you are fully present. There is no other option. You need to bring all your attention and focus to the thing that you're doing. It is life or death. Do your commitments feel like that? And not to create unnecessary tension and unnecessary pressure. But this is a different level of commitment. There is no other option. So play with that question, and especially, does your commitment get challenged? If your commitment is not being challenged, you don't know if you're committed. If you say a lack of results, only then you know if you're committed. If you face your fear, only then you know that you're committed. Are you still staying with the fear? When no one believes in you, when you fail over and over and over again, this is when you know, am I committed or not?